What's up guys, I'm the Ultimate Fighting Consultant and today we're breaking down all 11 fights for UFC Vegas 99 Hernandez vs Pereira. And I will be dropping my official bets at the end of the video as usual. Congrats to everyone who tailed my Contender series bets yesterday. We ended up with a small profit of just over 0.13 units, but we did only bet a small amount at 1.65 units total. So that's still a great return at 19.5%, and I did say I wouldn't include that in our channel record on the bottom right of your screen, as that's strictly for UFC events, in which we're up over 6.18 units over the past two UFC cards. And we got exciting news, our Discord server just launched. You can find my full card picks, my official bets, and you guys can even talk to each other in there. I urge you to join though, because most of the time in between me posting this video and Saturday when the fights start, I place more bets. So you'll get real-time notifications of my updated spreadsheet in the official bets channel whenever I do. You have free access to the server to the end of the year, so make sure to hit that link in the description and the comments below and join up. Now with that news out of the way, we got 11 fights to break down, so let's get right into it. Opening up our card, we got Austen Lane taking on Robelis Despaigne. And even though Austen Lane looked good in his last fight using his wrestling in the first round, he still got knocked out in the second. So I'm going with Despaigne here. He's an Olympic medalist in Taekwondo and he has knockout power, including an 18-second knockout in his debut. You combine that with Lane, who's coming off of 2 knockout losses and has been knocked out 5 times in his career. So I'm picking Despaigne to open up the card and absolutely eviscerate the chin of Austen Lane. Next up, we got Melissa Martinez taking on Ardelean. And guys, we have 3 back-to-back women's fights here. What are you doing, UFC? This is brutal. But I'm going with Ardelean in this matchup. Melissa Martinez has not fought since 2022. Ardelean is the pick since she's been a lot more active, and I think her striking and pressure will get her the win here. Next up, we got Jessica Penne and Elise Reed, and I'm taking a shot at Penne as the underdog here. I think even though she's older, her grappling and submission skills will be significant in this matchup. Penne has also faced higher level competition throughout her career, which gives her more experience to find the win here. And for our third women's fight in a row, we got Joselyne Edwards taking on Tamires Vidal. I'm going with Edwards here. I think she could keep this fight on the feet, land the more volume, and outpoint Vidal on the scorecards. Next, we move to a slightly more exciting fight. We got Brad Katona, who's taking on Matsumoto. Matsumoto is dangerous, but I'm going to take a shot with Katona here. Despite him being a big underdog, he has a strong grappling game and cardio. He has the more experience against tougher matchup, so Katona is the pick. And I'm going to look to take him on the spread rather than straight up, as I think this one might be close. And for our featured prelim, we got a good fight here. Matheus Nicolau taking on Almabayev. Matheus Nicolau is on a 2-fight losing streak, but they are against good competition. But I'm going with Almabayev here. This guy averages over 6 takedowns a fight, and he has that as a clear game plan to victory in this fight against Nicolau. I see him wearing Nicolau down as this fight goes on and getting his hand raised by the end of it. Opening up our main card, we got Darren Elkins taking on Daniel Pineda. I'm going with Elkins as the underdog here. He's durable, has good grappling, and even though Pineda is tough, his cardio isn't very good. I think Elkins' durability will hold up against Pineda's initial outburst, as he likes to start fast. But I see Pineda fading if he can't find that finish, and I see Elkins taking this fight over as it goes on. Next, we got Brady Hiestand taking on Jake Hadley, and I'm riding with Hadley as the underdog. He's a well-rounded fighter with solid striking, sharp movement, and slick submissions that make him dangerous on the mat. Hadley knows how to pressure his opponents, forcing them into mistakes, and he's shown a lot of growth with each fight. I backed him in his last matchup and he delivered, so I'm confident he'll do it again here. If he could keep the fight standing or find an opening to work his ground game, Hadley has all the tools to get his hand raised here. Next up, we got Charles Johnson, who's coming off a really nice knockout win against Joshua Van. He's taking on Mudaerji. And let's make this very clear, even though I'm not a fan of his hair, I'm going with Charles Johnson in this matchup. He's been fighting very well as of lately and is riding on a 3-fight win streak. His striking is slick, almost like a Bobby Green, and he has good takedown defense. So I think he pieces Sue up in this matchup and gets his hand raised. And for our co-main event, we got Rob Font taking on Aquaman. I'm going with Aquaman in this matchup. Rob Font has lost 4 out of his last 5 fights. They are against high-level competition. But this isn't the same Rob Font he used to be. Phillips is the younger fighter, he's taking less damage, he has solid striking and should be able to mix in the wrestling to find a win here. Phillips is the pick. And for our main event, we got Anthony Fluffy Hernandez taking on Michel Pereira. I'm going with Michel Pereira in this matchup. He's way more dangerous than Fluffy. He does crazy shit. Jumping off the cage, throwing crazy strikes, he's fun to watch. This is a 5-round fight though. So if it goes past like 3 rounds, I'm gonna be biting my nails hoping Pereira doesn't gas out. But I do think Pereira is just too dangerous, and I think he finds the early finish against Anthony Hernandez in this one. So give me Michel Pereira as our underdog of the week to absolutely eviscerate Fluffy to close out this card. And now we move to our official bets, guys. Here's what it looks like in the Discord. I post all my official bets in the official bets channel, in which I update whenever I place new ones. So make sure to hit that link in the description and the comments and join up. But let's zoom in on it and see who we're taking so far. As you can see, our betting slip is clearly structured. We got our straight pick, the odds, the units, and even where I placed it. The dog emoji is our underdog of the week, and the lock emoji is our safety bet of the week. As for our bets, we got 5 straight picks so far. 0.35 units on Alice Ardelean on the money line at plus 125. 0.3 units on Jessica Penne at plus 130. 0.35 units on Darren Elkins at plus 105. Half of a unit on Jake Hadley at plus 125. And for our underdog of the week, we got 3/4 of a unit on Michel Pereira at plus 114. Now we move to our parlays. We got 2 of them. Our first one, we're taking Robelis Despaigne and Charles Johnson on the money line at minus 127. We got 0.8 units on that bet. Our next parlay, which is our safety bet of the week, we got Asu Almabayev and Kyler Phillips on the money line at minus 115. We got 1.3 units on that bet. And that wraps up our video, guys. We broke down all 11 fights and I gave you guys my official bets. Let's keep the momentum going. We're up over 6.18 units over the past 2 UFC cards. Make sure to join the Discord, like, comment, subscribe, and with that being said, the Ultimate Fighting Consultant is out.